What's up, guys? We are back here at Houston Productions to bring you another What's Coming video. I'm your host Lucas, as always, to talk about what is coming to streamers in the month of March of 2023, and more specifically we are talking about what is coming to Paramount Plus. So without further ado, let's jump right in and see what's coming. And Paramount is starting off the month with something pretty good. The first season of Waco, The Aftermath, will be dropping on March 3rd. Now, if you haven't seen this one before, you definitely need to check it out. It is a Showtime, I believe, original series that is now being transferred to Paramount Plus because they are merging, in case you hadn't heard that news. So definitely check it out. This is a story that a lot of people already know about, so I'm not going to go into too much more detail than tell you that it is an interesting, compelling story. There are plenty of documentaries already out about this, and the show did receive a lot of good quality reviews. So much so that I believe that the second season is already in production. So definitely tune in to check out Waco, The Aftermath, Season 1, dropping to Paramount Plus on March 3rd. And continuing right along into my second recommendation, dropping on March 8th to Paramount Plus, is none other than the Challenge World Championship. The Challenge is a high physical reality TV kind of show. Think Survivor, but a lot more difficult than Survivor, if you can believe that. Whereas Survivor makes you survive on an island, obviously, lack of food, stuff like that. It doesn't have that aspect. These people are actually kept in a pretty nice house, they attend bars, and they have parties and stuff. But the actual physical challenges themselves are a little bit more daunting than those of Survivor. And the challenge has been running for, I think it's over 30 seasons so far. Now, when we say seasons in terms of reality shows, I'm not talking about 30 years. That is a different type of thing. The challenge can have 5 or 6 seasons a year, just depending on their schedule, and it's a worldwide show. So there's like the Challenge Australia, there's a Challenge UK, there's a Challenge, World Champions, which is going to bring a lot of those competitors from all those other challenges to compete for a world championship. And that's something I'm kind of interested in. I do enjoy the challenge. It is one of the few reality shows that I'm actually pretty interested in. I like the personalities of some of the people, and they've already announced that quite a few of the American favorites are going to be returning, such as Jordan and Bananas and Tori. So it's going to be an interesting season for sure. If you're a fan of physical competition type shows, then definitely tune in to Paramount Plus to check out the Challenge World Championship, like I said, dropping on March 8th. And moving right into my third recommendation, dropping on March 9th, only to Paramount Plus, is School Spirits Season 1. This seems interesting. This is something that's been on my radar because a lot of my teenage students have been really excited having seen the trailers drop already, and they have told me that this definitely needs to be on my list, and a lot of them have even said that they can see themselves playing certain types of characters. So I'm definitely going to have to sit down at some point and watch a fair bit of this show. It may not be at the top of my list, but it does seem interesting as far as the plot goes. When a student ends up in limbo after her disappearance, she decides that she's going to investigate her own disappearance with a group of other students who are also stuck in limbo. This particular limbo happens to be a high school. So yes, a bunch of high school spirits are trying to figure out what happened to them, what happened to this main character, how did she end up here, and is there any escape out of this place? It seems like an interesting plot line. It does kind of reminisce of like a CW type show, so I am kind of a little on the weary side, but like I said, if my students are interested in it, I'm definitely going to have to sit down and give it its fair shot. So definitely check out School Spirits Season 1, that is dropping only to Paramount Plus on March 9th. And moving right along into my fourth recommendation, dropping on March 26th, only to Paramount Plus, is Rabbit Hole. Now, if you enjoyed Kiefer Sutherland and you enjoyed that 24 series and you just enjoyed the action kind of stuff, those stories that Kiefer Sutherland has made famous, then you're definitely going to want to tune in for this one. Because, yes, obviously it does have Kiefer Sutherland in it as the main character who plays John Ware, a master of corporate espionage who's framed for murder. Yes, it definitely makes it seem like this is going to be a very 24-esque type of show, which I'm not mad about. I think that if you're going to have someone on a TV series who can carry a show by himself and really bring good emotion, good action, and good compelling storytelling, why not bring Kiefer Sutherland back and let him do what he does best? So I'm definitely excited to check out the first season of Rabbit Hole, and you should be as well. Definitely tune into Paramount Plus on March 26th to check out that first season, and let me know what you think down there in the comments. Let's talk about it. Are you a Kiefer Sutherland fan? Do you think that he's worth the hype, or was there somebody else who could have possibly been a little bit better for this role? Either way, let me know. Let's talk about it down there in the comments. And that's going to bring us to my fifth and final recommendation of things hitting Paramount Plus in the month of March of 2023. And this is going to be an interesting biopic movie called Judy. This is going to be dropping on March 26th, so definitely tune in to check this one out. It has had a little bit of that controversy as far as awards go, that a lot of things are kind of happening now in the current awards race, especially leading up to the Oscars. But centered around legendary performer Judy Garland when she arrives in London in the winter of 1968 to perform a series of concerts. This movie is going to take us through what it was kind of like to be in her shoes for a short period of time and the pressures and the turmoils that went along with it. Now, I am a big Judy Garland fan, and so I'm definitely going to be checking this one out because I haven't seen it, even though this movie is over a year old already. Like I said, it did receive a little bit of controversy upon its release. How has a movie that most people have not seen received, nominations for awards when it was such a difficult movie to get your hands on? And so finally, it's going to be hitting Paramount Plus. I am excited for it, but I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I am getting a little burnt out on the biopic thing. Can we, I understand that there's a lot of great stories that need to be told about a lot of great people who have, blessed us on silver screens, musicians, artists, poets. I don't care who you are. I enjoy all that stuff, but I am getting a little burnt out on the biopic. It's getting a little overdone at this point. Just very much how like zombies at one point were getting a little overdone. It's just one of those things and phases that I feel like we kind of need to start getting our way out of. There's a lot of great stories to tell out there, guys. Let's just not keep rehashing the same things that we've heard over and over and over again. We already love them. We're not going to love them any more than we currently do. Well, some people might who, don't know the stories of these people, but for anybody who is a true fan and the people who would actually go out to see these types of movies, they already know these stories. They're not going to be learning too much more. They just want to see their idols up on the screen. But like I said, plenty of other stories. Let's just move on. But definitely tune in to check out Judy dropping to Paramount Plus on March 26th if you haven't seen it. I know I will be checking it out as soon as it comes out as well. And with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up my top 5 things that are hitting Paramount Plus in the month of March of 2023. I can't thank you enough for tuning into another Houston Productions video. But before we go, I need you to do a couple things for me. I need you to hit that subscription right there if you haven't done so already. I also need you to go ahead and watch a future video if you haven't seen one of those, and then give this video a thumbs up. All those things will help the channel grow, and the channel has been growing a lot recently, and I can't thank you enough for that. Until next time, guys, I'm your host, Lucas, here at Houston Productions. Happy watching.